So, today we learn about the soil taxonomy and soil classification. So, what is the objective of this soil classification and taxonomy? So, first of all, it is the first objective that it is establish the hierarchies of classes that permit us to understand fully as possible the relation among the soil and between the soil and the factor responsible for their character. So first of all, we have to understand about the hierarchy, how the soil is developed. So on the basis of that, we can classify the soil. So first objective to establish the hierarchy, how the soil is developed. The second objective is the communication for the discipline of soil science. So all over the world, the soil science community, how they communication based on this soil taxonomy, how they classify the soil and how they describe the soil of one region, and the another scientist of the world or the another region can easily understand what the other scientists want to or convey the message or the about tell about the soil. So soil taxonomy was originally developed to serve the purpose of soil survey. The first of all, it is the based that is soil survey. The taxonomy is narrower term than the classification. So it is the part, taxonomy is the part of the soil classification. It is also grouping of the soil according to limitation that affect the specific practical purpose. So the taxonomy is the part of classification that is concerned primarily with relationships. Okay, now some history of this classification. So we thoroughly understand what is the history of this soil classification. So first of all, the soil classification concept and history is given by the Dr. Dokuchev, the Russian scientist, and the Dokuchev divided three categories. The soil is divided into three categories: normal, transitional, and abnormal. And further, it is classified, or the term is given zonal, intrazonal, and azonal soil. The Russian soil scientists developed a system for classifying natural soil bodies, but poor international communication and the unwillingness of some scientists to acknowledge such fundamental idea and delay the universal acceptance of the natural bodies concept. So first of all, the Dokuchev who understand these, we have to prepare some classification, soil classification, so all the scientists can communicate easily. But however, or the some poor international communication, so and the most of the scientists are not acknowledge their work. So this acceptance of this concept, the Dokuchev's concept, is not accepted by the world. And the later in the United States in 1920, C.F. Marbutt of the USDA, who grasped the concept of the soil and natural body and developed a soil classification scheme based on these principles. So the United States scientist Marbutt is also worked on that soil classification, and he given this soil classification principle, and on that these principles he worked on the soil classification. Now the Dokuchev, the genetic classification is also given. He is known as a founder of modern soil pedology. In later 19th century, he observed an uniform losses parent material extended from the hundred of kilometers with increasing temperature gradient from north to south, and with increasing rainfall and moisture gradient from east to west. These differences in climate conditions produce distinct soil differences. So the Dokuchev fundamentally and these observe these fundamentals differentials into the in the climate condition, in the soil conditions. So such observations lead Dokuchev to establish a concept of soil as an independent natural body and developed a series of publications on soil genesis and classification. The Russian scientist approach tends to emphasize on soil genesis and hence is termed as a genetic system of soil classification. So the Dokuchev, the number of series of the publication is given on the soil genesis and classification, and he focused on the genetic system or the genesis of soil, and hence the genetic system of soil classification is given by the Dokuchev. And in the same way, the USA scientist Marbut is also given the morphogenetic system. So it is the Marbut is also worked on the soil classification, and so based on the principle of soil genesis, it had weakness of the putting excessive emphasis on the climate and vegetation rather than the instinct property of the soil. So Marbut is noted that this Dokuchev's classification is emphasis on the climate and vegetation, but the instinct soil property is missing in that classification. So Marbut in USA was greatly influenced. He also influenced by the Dokuchev's approach, and the Russian the concept of the Russian soil type, but gave in the name of Great Soil Group. Joff and Marbut classified the soil on the basis of the zonality and their own property and morphological character, like soil color, texture, structure, consistency, drainage conditions, etc. They also emphasize on some basic property of the soil, some basic chemical property of the soil. And the same way the Baldwin and his association's genetic system. So all these scientists are given these different soil classification. So he's also focused on the major limitation of the Marbut system was that it was based on the assumptions concerning soil genesis. So as such, many of the soil series recognized in the USA could not find placed in the system. So in the USA, many soil series is not fit on the Marbut soil classification. So the morphogenetic system was revised and elaborated by the Baldwin and Kellogg's and Thorpe. The system marked the beginning of the comprehensive approach. So these are some characteristics of that system. Now the zonality concept of genetic approach is coming to exist, and after the modification of this soil and soil grouped into three order, namely zonal, intrazonal and azonal, based on the zonality concept developed by the Dokuchev. So what is the zonal soil? Zonal soil is where the group of the soil developed under the similar climatic condition and distributed in climatic belt. So it is the soil which is come under the similar climatic conditions and it is distributed in climatic belt. Soil in this group possess well developed profile reflecting the influence of the climate and vegetation. The only differences due to the parent material are rendered subordinate by dominating climatic influences. Okay, so this is about the zonal soil. So these are some examples. Intrazonal means the soils occur within the zone, but it reflects the influence of some local conditions, such as the topography, parent material. Under this condition, the characteristic of soil imparted by the local conditions and dominant, like the excess of water, salt, calcium carbonate. Okay, the azonal soil, the soil have the poorly developed profile because of time as a limiting factor. So the group include young soil without horizon differentiation. For example, alluvial soil, the soil formed in region where the time has been limiting factor to produce the fully developed horizon. So all this classification, these are the history of the soil classification. And in 1951 in the USA, the soil survey staff of USDA began to collaborate with soil scientists from the many countries to devise classification system to address all soil in the world. So it is known as the seventh approximation was, and it is published in 1960 with the supplement in 1964 and 1967. In 1960, comprehensive system of soil classification, popularly known as the seventh approximation. So the first, what is the soil taxonomy? It is a basic system of the soil classification for making an interpreting soil survey, was published in 1975 and revised in 1999, is used in USA and approximately 50 other countries. So the seventh approximation, it is system of the soil classification. It has the seven features. So it is natural classification of soil. It is based on the property of the soil. Properties, what are the properties selected in this classification is observable or measurable, like the soil color. So we can observe the soil color, and the bulk density, we measure the bulk density. So this type of the property is including in this classification. The properties selected should be those that either affect the soil genesis and result from the soil genesis. So this property is also selected on the basis of that it must be affected the soil genesis, or it is result from the soil genesis. The property with greater significance to plant growth should be selected for their higher categories. So it is also given emphasis on the plant growth. The classification system is flexible. So this system is very flexible, and we can easily understand on the basis of the soil classification and its taxonomy. So first we have to understand what is padon. The padon is the smallest three-dimensional sampling unit that displays the full range of property of the particular soil. So padon is just the sample of the soil. We can this diagnostic horizon of the soil. Now what is diagnostic horizon of the soil? So diagnostic horizon of the soil is as one formed through the padogenic processes and having the distinct properties and features that can be described in terms of the measurable soil properties. The diagnostic soil horizon are largely used for identifying soil, and they are also in classifying them at various category levels, especially grade group. So this diagnostic horizon is used in the soil classification, especially in the grade groups. The number of diagnostic horizon have been defined in the taxonomy. So based on this soil profile, this horizon has the two type of diagnostic horizon: surface horizon and subsurface horizon. The surface horizon is known as a epipadon, and subsurface is endopadon. So what is padon? Padon is the smallest unit of the soil, and it is full range of property of the particular soil. So padon is the sample of the soil. Now this diagnostic horizon have the two type of the diagnostic horizon. So padon is the small unit of the horizon, and diagnostic horizon, there is a two type of diagnostic horizon: epipadon and endopadon. Epipadon and endopadon. Now what is epipadon? The diagnostic surface horizon are called epipadon. Surface horizon. Surface horizon are called epipadon. The epipadon are simply the uppermost soil horizon and include the upper part of the soil. So it is very simple to understand. Padon is the small unit of horizon, epipadon the upper surface or the upper part of the soil or most upper soil horizon. They are not synonymous with A horizon. It is not a part of the A horizon, but it is the upper part of the soil or the most of the horizon. So there is a how many epipedon? There are the 9 epipedon are there. Okay, the polystick, histic, melanic, molic, anthropic, umbric, ocric. So these all these epipedon are used in the grid groups. So these are the major features of the epipedon in the soil. Like anthropic means the human activity is there. Molic like horizon, high in available phosphorus. Polystick means the organic horizon. Histic means the high, very high in organic content. Melanic, thick black, high in organic matter. Molic, thick dark color, based high base saturations. Okay. Ocric, too light color, low organic content, and hard and massive. Pleasant, okay, human made sword like horizon. Umbric, same as a molic, absolute low base saturations. Grosenic, sandy, okay. And the endopedon, the diagnostic subsurface horizon are called endopedon. Okay, subsurface horizon is called endopedon. The endopedon include the lower part of the soil where soil material accumulate. 19 endopedon is identified, or the 19 endopedon. It include the argillic, nitric, agric, sporic, sambric, cambric. All these are the endopedon. Okay. Now these are the some major features of this endopedon. Like agric, it is organic and clay accumulation. Ambric, light color clay. Argillic, silicate clay accumulation. Calcic, accumulation of calcium carbonate. Cambric, okay. So these are the gypsic, like the gypsic, the accumulation of a gypsum. Okay. Similar the nitric, oxic. Okay. So these are the some endopedon. Now the categories and nomenclature of soil taxonomy. These are the 6 hierarchical categories of the classification of soil taxonomy. Order, the highest or broadest category. Suborder, grade group, subgroup, family, series, and these are the series is most specific category. Okay. So these are the 12 orders, 68 suborder, 444 grade groups, 2500 subgroup, 8000 families, and 23,000 series that are present in the US. Okay. So how this nomenclature of taxonomy is worked? So the name of soil classification unit are the combination of the syllable, most of the which are derived from the Latin and Greek word and are root words in several modern language. Since each part of the soil name convey the concept of soil character or genesis, a name automatically describe the general kind of the soil being classified. For example, the soil of the order Aridisol. Okay, so it is Latin word aridus, dry, and solemn, soil. Are characteristic dry soil in arid region. So if Aridisol is ordered, then it is dry soil in arid region. Those of the order Inceptisol, its meaning incept means beginning, with the inception of the soil profile. Okay. Thus the name of order are combination of formative elements which generally define the characteristic of the soil and the ending with the soil. Okay. The name of suborder automatically identify the order of which they are part. For example, the soil suborder equal are wetter soil and aqua of the mollusc order. Likewise, the name of the grade groups identify the suborder and order which it is part. So Archequal are aqueous with clay argillic. Okay, here we understand about this example, like the mollisol. Okay, the mollisol is order aqueous suborder. So this the formative element of suborder is aqua, and the formative element of this is all. Okay, soil order. Now understand about one by one how the soil order is work, what is the formative element, suborder, grade, group, families. So first of all, there are 12 soil orders there. Okay, the phrase is to facilitate in the remembering the name of the soil order. The Awagami house, that is the phrase to facilitate in remembering the name of the soil order. So soil order, each of the world soil is designed at the 12 order. The Awagami house, these the first letter of the order is here, so we can understand, we can easily remember the soil order. Like the A is equal to Arid. First letter of the soil horizon is here, so we can easily remember the 12 soil order. Is largely, and it is largely emphasis is largely on the basis of the soil property that reflect the major course of development, with considerable emphasis placed on the presence or absence of major diagnostic horizon. This all order have the common ending sol. Okay, the general condition that enhance the formation of soil in different order are shown in figure. Okay, this is the order: aridisol, arid zone soil, mollisol grassland, like the histosol wetland soil, andisol volcanic parent material. Now the formative element. Now you must be remember the formative element of the order. So we have a 12 order, and each one have the formative element, like the alphisol. The formative element is ALF. Andisol, A and D. Aridisol, ID. Antisol, E and T. Gelisol, EL. Histosol, IST. Insectisol, EPT. Mollisol, OLL. Oxisol, OX. Spodosol, OD. Ultisol, ULT. Vertisol, ERT. So there are 12 soil order, and each one have the formative elements. Okay, so this figure shows the degree of weathering and soil development in different regions, like the antisol. Here antisol, so the histosol, the deep accumulation of organic material, wet condition, the histosol is developed. Okay, antisol, mild when the antisol is mild vegetation and volcanic ejecta, andisol is formed. Mild weathering and various condition, insectisol beginning. Likewise this soil is developed. Now soil suborder. Soil within each order are grouped into suborder, as mentioned above in each order detail, on the basis of the soil property that reflect measure environmental control or current soil forming processes, recognized as a grade group are 60. Okay, the suborder and further it is grade group is divided. It is composed of the formative element order. The first one is order and any differentiating character, like the aqua. equal O double L, the formative element O double L, that is, so we here understand O double L means it is order is mollisol. Here E and T order is antisol, ID order is aridisol, and this the first 3 letter is the formative element of suborder. Okay, so these are the formative element of suborder, like the alb, anthrop. Okay, so it is on the basis of the properties and how the soil is developed. Okay, now here is some example of the suborder of the insectisol. So here insectisol, the formative element of insectisol is EPT. Okay, so here EPT is a formative element of order. Okay, and aqua is a formative element of suborder. Okay, now if we say the aqueous means insectisol with water table at near the surface for much of the year. Okay, if we says the aqua here, aqua is there, aqua means the water. Okay, aqua, like anthrapt means it is order is insectisol and anthrop is the formative element of suborder. Let's see, the anthrop means arthropods or human activity. The presence of the anthropogenic and pleasant epipodon. Epipodon means subsurface soil. Okay, like the jalaped, crabbed, stepped, giraffe. So you have to understand all these example. Now grade group. The grade group are subdivision of the suborder. So 444 grade groups are recognized. They are defined largely by the presence and absence of the diagnostic horizon and arrangement of those horizon. Grade groups are coined by prefixing one additional prefix to appropriate suborder. Here example, calcigerict. Now here the calci is the grade group. Okay, this XERD the formative element of the suborder and ERT is a formative element of order. So here ERT, the soil is vertisol, XER dry summer and moist winter. Okay, so here dry summer and moist winter soil is there and it is dominated with the calcium carbonate. Okay, calcic horizon. So vertisol having the dry and summer region, dry summer and having the calcium carbonate. So accumulation of calcium carbonate in dry soil of vertisol. Okay, by this way we can understand the soil or its characteristic. Subgroup are the subdivision of the grade group. Approximate 2500 subgroups are recognized. The central concept of the grade group makes one subgroup termed as typic. Thus the typic Halbludols subgroup typified the Halblud grade groups. Families. Within the subgroup, the soil fall into particular family if at a specific depth. They have similar physical and chemical property affecting the growth of the plant roots. Approximate 8,000 families has been identified. The criteria used include broad classes of particle size, mineralogy, cationic chain activity of the soil, clay, temperature and depth of the soil penetrable by the root. So the series more than 23,000 in USA, and we India have the different soil series. The series category is the most specific unit of the classification system. It is a subdivision of the family, and each series is defined by the specific range of soil properties involving primarily the kind, thickness and arrangement of horizon. Some example of the soil series identified and taxonomically grouped in shown below. So here in Gujarat we have a bodily series, that is subgroup is Vertistothrand, grade group Ustothrandent, suborder Orthand and Antisol. So the bodily having the subgroup is Vertic Ustothrand. So by this way we can understand ENT, formative element of order, then OR3, formative element of the suborder, and here grade group, and this is subgroup, and the series is bodily, like Aru, the typic Chromostert, Ilav, typic Ustothrand, Dundee, typic Haloquant. Okay, by this way we can classify the soil. So here we give some summary. So here order, 12 order is there, so you can easily understand or remember by these phrases. Abagami house. Okay, here the first letter of the order is here. Suborder 68 suborder is there. It is the subdivision of the order. Grade groups 244 grade groups is there. It is the subdivision of the suborder. Subgroup 2500 subgroup is there. Families, the property are the most important for the plant growth, like the texture and mineralogical classes, soil texture class. Okay, and so this is including the family, and the series they having the uniform characteristic, differentiating characteristics like the soil color, texture, structure, consistent pH and EC. Okay, so this is all about the 12 soil taxonomy and classification. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.